What's poppin'? Not much. Felt like I wanted to get one more stream out before year's end. Figured I'd do the same thing I do every night. Try to take over the world. As per usual, I don't really have any plan for what I plan on doing with this game. What about you, though? What's poppin', Jimbo? Let's actually continue investigating this game that we touched like once and then left. There we got the spiral. There we got underbrush. Alright, it's this one. Just green dinos. Let's make myself the most important person on the planet, I think. This sucks. Bwomp. How workable is this as a quick econ starter? Possibly decent. Unfortunately, letting go of the button doesn't make you instantly stop firing, which is why I did not turn around to stop that dino. If you're still in the end lag of your last throw, and you release and repress the button, then you'll continue throwing, even if you press the button and turn around. GLI Chef. Hi, Jupiter News. And thank you. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to scam this game on Wave 1 so that we can become rich and famous and powerful. How are you doing on this fine whatever time it is? I believe it's night for you. Yeah, this might be workable. Doing this because, you know, Cherry is... I already know Cherry is finish every level without any lost lives, which is why we're doing our best to scam. Doing quite alright. We watched Fight Club for your New Year's Marathon, made some fine progress on a drawing today. Not bad. There are 50 UFOs in this invasion, and each one will make you play a different game made by totally real and not at all made up people. Yeah, like Chief on Bola. They would never lie about Chief on Bola. Hi, Reggie. Hi, PJ. How are you doing on this? I believe, I don't know, morning, evening. Irregardless, how are you at this exact moment? I am currently attempting to scam this game. Yes, we're trying to optimize before we even finish a level like a normal person. You're doing well, and yeah, it's the morning for you. Good morning, as famously said by a mailbox. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Because it gives you your +5 at the end of the wave. Nothing about getting cooked. Yeah, I don't think this one's getting off the ground. What he needs is some extra firepower. Somebody who can help him do extra work, like a caveman of some variety. Can we get that guy to be a boulder roller early? go, my child. Yeah, like that. You know, that's more like it. They're fighting tigers. I feel like having a bit better throw might be handy. Yeah, that's not working. Fine, we'll actually play the level now. Cheese being fast isn't too surprising in retrospect. I mean, yeah, I knew they were fast, but like, not that fast, you know? You know? Of course, Cheetah Wave is followed by silly green dinosaur wave that allows me to do this. Ruin the economy single-handedly. They tried to Zerg rush you, but you had dynamite. Yeah, me and my infinite flaming torches. Didn't know what was coming to them. Is there a limit to how much meat you can hold? Exactly 99. Which is why I'm trying to maximize actually using things so I don't waste any spare meat. You're wondering why I wasn't cashing all the chickens, but yeah. Yep. You also like to min-max that as much as possible. Good. You and I are alike in many ways, Spider-Man. Ragey! Noobster! Hi. GLHF, my friend. Thank you, thank you. We're currently playing some tower defense in the form of a game called Rock on Island. Can't use the super potion to restore 50 HP because I'm only missing 49. That's the life. We choose to delete it. Approach me. Hello, Reggie. Hello, Alvin311. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thanks. No problem. When in doubt, just put more bowmen in the team. You good? How am I? I'm chilling. You're here pretty early. Haven't missed much. Mostly just me attempting to game the system. Yes, you are. Cool. Also, hey, pterodactyls, man. Good thing I have like 700 archers. And now we have 701. Aren't they called the Pteranodons? Pteranodons? Yeah, you get the Rock-On manual and report back to me. Oh, wait, that's right. You can't. And that's why I'm correct and you're not. And I talked to my archers game, but they didn't have time to do anything. This is so sad. We love symmetry. Pretty sure this only has 10 waves because most things in this universe only have 10 waves. Which is why we're planting a ton of cavemen instead of chicken. What's he need all that economy for if he's only got one more wave and every tile in the known universe is already filled up? Go, my children. No more flying units for the rest of this. We just have a big mammoth. Wizards we should set on fire. and tigers who theoretically exist. Peace sign. Woolly mammoths are slow and tanky about what you were expecting. Yeah. Anyway, who wants to try doing that again, except this time we don't suck? A silly guy that still doesn't work. What do you mean I'm not allowed to upgrade my strength in the middle of a fight? I'm now actively being scammed. It's my goal to scam the scammers. Like Lethal Lava Land Mission 2. What if you attacked really fast? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, like that. This isn't gonna work. It's so sad. You know, that works, but now I'm pretty sure I still don't have enough to be able to handle the wrath of silly orange dinosaurs and green dinosaur wave. Well, we just try the silly rock or the wheel strap butt better. Because that only gives you 28 meat. What can a girl buy with 28 meat? I'll tell you what she can buy. Nothing. Keep expecting to be able to do start way from the cave, but you can't. Stub my toe. Finally got to save the one. The one that's not 500 wild, buddy. Yeah, I fell for the start wave again. Last time I threw out speed and that didn't really work. Well, it was much more productive, I would say. Now they've gone through that, we hopefully just get the cash injection of all the silly green dinos. My hero. Now suddenly everything in our life is fine. Time to break the level. Yeah, it's chicken economy time. Thank you. Now it's lizards that we should be setting on fire. Fortunately, I come with fire built in, thanks to my ability to buy a torch. Never missing a beat. What is this strat called? Roast chicken. Usually just chicken economy. Yes, we love cooking chicken. It's delicious and nutritious. Nice. I'll be honest, I have no clue if Rock 2 has any particular advantage, which is why you've never seen me use it in my life. Rock on Island. Look inside. No rocks. I don't trust my compadres to handle all these saber-toothed tigers. For those wondering, no, I don't have any particular vision when I'm picking what caveman I'm going with. Besides, mainly, I think that this would be handy right here. Like, for example, having wheel go down a straight line. Because we love wheel going down straight lines. Victory. This time for real. Right, so over here we have the spiral. Oh yeah, it's this one. From famous things such as Bingo. And Bingo. Chicken economy is go. Right, so wheel probably isn't amazing for Wave 2 specifically. Yeah, at some point in my life I should focus on self-betterment. Big silly, that's not where you gotta upgrade yourself. That's not diagonal. Nice. Sure, maybe I probably should put that guy over here. But whatever, you live and you learn. We'll do that with the next caveman. Our next caveman's gonna be brilliant. See, look, it's guys that are weak to fire. Calculated. Hold down the neutral. Warrior chicken. Mario campfire. Okay, maybe now it's time to put this guy here. Clearly our main issue is that we don't have enough bows. Not saying that, Jacob, because that would be an entire 3 meat wasted. Who would do such a thing? It's been a lot of armor guys and saber-tooths. I guess given the design of this level, they have a lot of space to roam freely, get their cardio in, etc. Wait, whoops. Man, the fact that it's X to open the menu, and it's also X to, like the menu that opens is dependent on what tile you're looking at. So, like, if you put your cursor on a tile that you can put stuff on, then you can place a tile. But if you put it on something where you can't place a tile, that's how you start waves and stuff. So I was kind of trying to start a wave and accidentally sold that guy, which hopefully, I mean, I shouldn't explode, but if I do, then I will cry about it for at least 20 minutes. That guy's going to be a bowman in his future. Future's now old man. Let's not accidentally stub my toe. Broke, but not for long. And it's Sabertooth and Armadillos again. They just can't get enough of this place. I could be positioned in a better place to have these torches hit the enemies, but I think that my cavemen need enrichment. Excessive selling, capped on meat. In theory, it shouldn't matter, but if it does, then... well, infinite sadness. You know, the usual. Final wave, so we shouldn't be needing any more fellows over here. And by fellows, I of course mean chickens. There's plenty of room for more people to assault every single wild animal they see. You got this, buddy. Victory. With a full 30. Where we have Wasteland, which I think is a level that sucks, if I recall correctly. Crossroads might be a level that sucks. Does this camera scroll? No, we're just trapped in this tiny box. By the way, spoilers, this game has levels that will scroll. The first wave is near winnable on my own, then in theory that means I'm allowed to place chickens. My priorities are in order, and they involve making money. And like that, he's already cooking. Literally. Well, I don't know what is to play, but it's certainly not that. If I take this moment for self-betterment instead. Just got back from lurking close call. Yeah, we're trying to game the system by saving our money for chicken. And by money, I mean meat. And by meat, I mean money. I'd already cleared that in solo before. Seems like that's either not the play, or I need to be better at self-betterment. this wave is silly armadillo men, then maybe I should be investing in fire. And by fire, I mean torches. Me when I'm playing Splunky. Anyway, welcome back from Lurk. We've got all lives clear on 2 levels so far. They are, of course, the levels immediately after the starting one, so it's not the most impressive thing you've ever seen in your life. Boink. What if I just bet it all on black? This probably isn't going to work, but if it does... Kinda meant to place a chicken there. My bad. Actually, I think this is going to work perfectly fine. Except my chicken economy's offline, which sucks. Yeah, that's like totally workable. I would say that's right, we're gonna cheat, but this isn't really cheating, besides the fact that we're abusing the window where we can place an extra chicken and still have it get cooked. Me when I'm in a rush to prepare dinner. This one is actually entirely justified, quit now, considering the fact that I sort of need the extra chicken to have my fire torch, which I sort of need to survive wave 2, all by my lonesome. Lil Bro is too good at killing his enemies. Give me the flames. They're all I desire. I mean, basically, yeah. Okay, it's probably time to actually start investing in my manpower. Though honestly, I could also just buff myself and then, like, use hot torches. But no. Let me make you a silly tar man. And then we set you on fire. You know, for fun. Well, that went about exactly as I expected it would, and hoped it would. Everything in my life is perfect. What if we do even more of this? What are those blue things supposed to be? I feel like I'm not understanding correctly. Honestly, I don't know. I just call them armadillos. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be armored. Make your own Mega Man X joke here. I haven't played the game. So, what dinosaurs can you think of that have armor? Ultimate Face-Off 50? Oh yeah, it's an acronym. Yeah, I see now. I mean, it could be. Armored Delos. Armored Delos. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See? Yeah. Approach me. Surely you guys can handle that while I set up my chicken economy. They sure can. What does fire do for cavemen? Well, it cooks chicken. That's really important. But I believe it makes them fire faster. I'm not sure how much effect it has on guys that already fire fast, such as Fire 2. Sounds like a joke setup. It does, actually. What does fire do for cavemen? You have to read it in, like, Jerry Seinfeld's voice. And now it's a joke. That simple. Become a bowman. We love bowmen. Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 16. Oh, God. Why did I do this indoors? Why am I doing this indoors? What killed the dinosaurs? Me. You know what else killed the dinosaurs? All of these Fire 2 cavemen in the middle of this forest. We're going to burn down the entire planet. That's what the torches are for. if God killed the dinosaurs because they weren't religious? Well, I mean, he should have taught them. What, you expect the dinosaurs to just figure out religion on their own? Like, you know what we need? We need more bows. We didn't, I guess. So true. Well, this is just sad. Cat. Not anymore, it's not. There are no more cats. What if you barf all over them? Cat. Exactly. No, we need more bowmen. Almost sold that guy when I wanted to start a wave. That would have been so sad. He's been such a diligent worker. Have you seen the work that lower left Fire 2 Caveman have been putting in? I say Caveman, but it's been both of them. They've been hard workers. You know, we need more bowmen. No fear. So who do we have? Mammoth, saber-tooth tiger, and armored armadillo. Could you imagine being British? I mean, I could. It usually just involves doing bad accent impressions. Bowmandem. Bowmandem. You're damn right I bowmandem. You have more meat than you know what to do with. Me when I input the terminal code more meat. Yeah, can I have a Fire 3? So that I can make these guys even more efficient. Don't stub your toe. Is related to sex life or bruh. No. No. That's the best. That's the best Mark Grau Hotel Mario you're getting from me. Alright, Jungle Rush. And Stankland. Yeah, it's this one. What do I mean when I say it's this one? This is what I mean. You see how I'm currently still walking? Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. They weren't kidding when they said it's a wasteland. Look at all this wasted land. Oh my goodness, this looks painful. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna see how good we can do this without spending any meat. A lot of land has been wasted. Many are saying this. Stub my toe. These guys are gonna eat you. Well, more likely just going to cave my skull in. Okay, what's a good place for something? A place where both of these idiot paths cross over, allowing me to do something at the very beginning of the stage. Right here? Question mark? Maybe get like a man? Maybe try and set the man on fire? Ugh. Yeah, cavemen didn't know how to write. So even though my name is Zola, they just put Ugh on my tombstone. Is that the player character's name? No, it's the player character's name is Zola. Same, spelled the same as that famous lion from Little Big Planet, Savannah. He was a lion, right? Go, my fireman. Handle him. Damn, he did handle some of them. Stub my toe again. possible, Snoopy. When you walking? Looking for other places where this path crosses over. Like right here. Or right here. Yeah, check and see if this falls under that one level in the Game 3 Cat page. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who's edited that page. Wait, no, I'm thinking of a different game. Other people have edited UFO 50, Rock on Island. I was thinking of Star Wasp or YMMV, which is most certainly a page only I've edited so far. If these words don't make sense to you, I don't care. You being the nebulous view that encompasses all my viewers. Splat. It's possible, Snoopy. Next wave, no it's not. Strolling. It is a very silly walking animation. It almost rivals Pilot Quest Pilot. Apparently not, the game doesn't have that one level entry. Yet nobody's writing. Nobody's writing about Zola's misadventures. I'm going to do this if it gets me killed. He's goated. And he's made 58 meat. Well, I actually left myself with 10 meat, so it's more like he made 48. But he's rich, loaded, stacked with fat cash. And now what? Go, my fire 2, hold down the neutral. Yeah, this is definitely not happening. I think it's time we focus on self-betterment. Cashola, as Chimera would say. Couldn't do Rock on Island too hard. Rock, look inside, hard. Me when I'm a caveman. This isn't looking good. Yeah, definitely didn't tack enough damage on at the beginning. Me when I want to quit, but I end up looking at a patch of sand, so instead I just stand there like an idiot. How are your golds and cherries, Fuchsia? Also, hi, Fuchsia. Bro, you just saw a friend of yours play League. Disgusting, I know. And he had a Google Doc on his second monitor with insults in every somewhat common European language and just copy-paste them to some next-level hater shit. It's either next level or it's low effort. Like, come on, bro, you can't write them yourself, you gotta copy-paste them? Man. Back in my day when people talk shit, they had soul. They had Yappy Feet by David Soul. That shit that I just said right there, that's something that you can't get from copy-pasting off a document. Insult me in Italian right now. I can't. But why's it gotta be Italian? What if I just insult you in English? Exactly, that's the issue. You were satisfied with 40 gold, 31 cherries? Yeah, that's fine. Exactly, that's the issue. Then you don't insult them in their own language. That's why he has a doc. Me when I need to get a checkup. To insult someone in languages he doesn't speak. Well, I made 5 more meat than I would have made. Let's see, Cheetos. I'm going for it. I'm tired of being broke. Alright, Fire 1, it's just you, me, and however many saber-toothed tigers they throw at us. Yeah, this ain't happening. Let villains be petty jerks that relish in being petty jerks. Me when I'm Old Man Wissenheimer from the Super Mario World cartoon. Alternatively, me when I'm the Koopalings as described specifically in the manual for Super Mario Bros. 3. Also, yeah, if we can make it out of that with just, like, one weapon upgrade like we did last time, then we can kind of just do that, can't we? Germans hate this layout. I thought you guys loved making jokes about it. Send me the thing on Discord. What a picture of the man in his Google Doc. No, the German layout. Okay, what if we put a Tarman in there? And then I go back and engage in self-betterment. Which one of these games does not take place on Christmas or Christmas Eve? Soma, Batman Arkham Origins, Parasite Eve, or Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake? I know Batman does. I know Metal Gear does. I'm pretty sure Parasite Eve does, so I'm going to go with Soma. Let the profiting begin. Yes. When Zola looked at the screen and she said it's chickening time, I felt that. Okay, self-betterment's not enough for me. Stub my toe. Let the profiting end. I think it's time that we figure out how to deal with saber-toothed tigers. I mean, we got wave 1 down. We make a man who really, really hates. We make a man who loves fire and hates dinosaurs. Come back here and we preemptively plant a chicken. Because chickens are plants now, by the way. They were too fast for you, but the trivia question wasn't. Soma was the correct answer. He's too good. Thank you. I'll be here as long as the stream holds out. Going for a jog with my dinosaur friends. I'm broke. Pop. I was about to say now we're cooking literally, but I already made that joke. But then again, that's never stopped me before. Now we're cooking. Literally. Okay, what if we reprise what we did last time, but now we already have chicken economy going. Nicely timed. Yeah, we do a little scamming. This is the type of behavior you have to engage in if you want to go far, far, far in the land of Rakan Island. Birds evolved from dinosaurs. How can there be chickens and T-Rexes at the same time? Many are asking this. Damn, I almost eked out another chicken. I would have been so rich if that happened. Okay, what's a good place to start setting up shop? What if I turn you into my good friend Fire 2? And then I almost instinctively plant a chicken there. Delicious. Now we're gonna spend 10 seconds walking around. That's right, guys, we're done with Block Koala, but the joke persists. Can't plant a chicken on the path because that would be too OP. We'd have enough food for everyone if we did that. What if we put a silly rolling rock here, and then we watch for it? Is that El Condor Possum? I have no clue. Okay, and then we put another fireman here. And then we simply hope and pray. Get him. Stub my toe. This sucks. Okay, the next stage is Pterodactyl, so in theory, if I can just get past this Wave 3 bottleneck, then I should be allowed to be, silly. The first dinosaurs were further apart from the last dinosaurs than the last dinosaurs are to us in terms of time, and I think they're so special. But it didn't work well. Many are saying this. We're going to do this. We're going to figure out how we get past this. These dinosaurs think that they can attack my cave, and they can't. But these saber-toothed tigers think they can attack my cave, and they can. Which sucks. They should stop doing that. Delicious, nutritious. Put all our eggs in one basket, and by eggs I mean chickens. If I hadn't spent all my time fumbling trying to kill those dinosaurs, then we could probably have managed that. It's hard to believe, but the moon landing is closer to the times of the dinosaurs than it is to the current date. Man, no way. You know about that one? What if I just focus on self-betterment and set this entire intersection on fire with my never-ending stream of max speed torches? I'm legally allowed to do that, right? You bet your sweet bippy I am. Which one of these games does not have any dinosaurs in it? Primal Carnage, Far Cry Primal, Primal Rage, or Exoprimal? I'm certain that Far Cry Primal does. I'm more dubious on the others, but Exoprimal sounds like it might. I feel like it's a toss-up between Primal Carnage and Primal Fear, because in both of those cases, Primal could easily be being used as an adjective, simply describing the type of combat rather than the era it's set in. I've never played any of those games. Ditto. I think Primal and Far Cry Primal is Ice Age characters. I'm going to go with Primal Rage. I've heard some people think that they can outsmart me. I've yet to meet someone who can outsmart Flaming Torch thrown at Mach 3. You've only ever seen the cover of Far Cry Primal, but that's a mammoth. See, all I had to do to win was cheat. And by cheat, I of course mean chicken economy. Some of you may say that there is no T in chicken economy. There also isn't an A either. Oh wow, that worked way better than you thought it would? Honestly, same. It was Far Cry Primal all along, totally dinosaurless. Gristlegirk wins. Damn, he's so smart. It's time for endless profit. Chickenator economy. Many are saying this. And just like that, I have 98 meat instead of not 98 meat. Now we can actually play this level. Hold on, very important. $98 meat and chickens. I think it's time you got a promotion. Yeah, gaming the chicken economy was genuinely the solution there, because it's what allowed me to have 9 million flaming torches at Mach 3. And for that, we thank you. Now we're going to strut our way all the way back over here and fight whoever the game decides we're fighting, which is pterodactyls or pteranodons, depending on whether our zoology is correct or not. Bonk. And we're capped on meat. Oops, my bad. You know what we need? More bowmen. I've got a lot of parappa music playing in my head right now, and I think that gives my best shot to keep myself red hot is pretty applicable in this situation. Many bowmen wish death upon me, is what your enemies will sing. They'll sing of the fear of flames, fear of bows, fear of many things. You know, we need more chicken economy. It might seem weird that the caveman is looking the wrong way at first, but if you think about it, they're looking at where all the chickens are. Not for long there, because we're going to have chickens in more places. Let's be in a slightly better position. Stub my toe. This sucks, man. Tactical death warp. Yeah, but now I won't get to have the silly cherry clear condition. You bet your ass I'm a little quitter. I've already established myself as a tactical tactician. as opposed to a non-tactical tactician, which I believe is literally nothing. We've got our chicken. We've got our plan. Scam. We love scamming chickens. He's fumbling. He's fumbling. It's okay. We know how to deal with the saber-tooth tigers this time. What we do is we put them in the line of fire. We pan the camera just in case the camera decides to be a little silly Billy. Success. Me seriously sitting there deliberating whether I should put a chicken or a campfire there, as if this is going to affect my entire life. Everything that comes before and after is riding on this. By not placing all those gratuitous campfires over here trying to do extra chicken economy, I've freed myself up to do more chicken economy in the heart of the situation, closer to the left. Broke. Unfortunately, with our economy split in two, now we have to... Oh wait, I didn't place any chickens over there this time. We're actually fine. We could place chickens over there, and then my statement would ring true. Let's turn this man into a boulder roller. Me when I'm playing Rock on Island. Me when I'm playing Rock of Ages is what I was going to say, but then I got distracted by Rock on Island. How many waves are there? I'm going to assume 10. I know some stages don't have 10. Look at my beautiful checkerboard pattern. Tiger still can't get around that impenetrable wall of torches. Surely you have to be fire too. Whoops. No, my meticulously crafted pattern. Never mind. That was unneeded. I forgot how much it costs to undig a campfire. Spoiler alert, not that much. You're going to wheel. Maybe when I'm asked to speedrun Kirby in the Amazing Mirror. Suboptimal. Yeah, not like this indeed. That's what we in the business call unfortunate gameplay. My chims are very toasty. Look at all those +5s going to waste. Me when I get a bunch of missile tanks and Metroid Fusion Randomizer and don't use them. The Dinosaurians stand no chance. Why are we here? Just to suffer. It is, in fact, 10 waves. Look at my beautiful checkerboard. Broke, but not for long. Has this wheel guy done anything? He is still facing to the right. I forgot little bro was there. Last wave, blankies. Yeah. We tar all these people who get stuck inside of our firing squad. And for good measure, we pan the camera. You come back from lurking to so much fire. It's the firing squad. Victory. With 30 out of 30. I think I'm going to continue playing this game right now. I don't know, I think that's good progress. To give a gift, reach a second village. The mammoths from the Far Cry Primal cover stood no chance. Golden clear last level. Nicely done. Thank you. Let's look at BBR. 1 to 2 players, sport. Do you have what it takes to become the Big Bell Race champion? X to thrust, square to slash, same as Campo 1. Pretty sure. October 1985. Built in just 2 weeks, this 2-player offshoot of the Campanella series was also sold with the LX3. Undust. The Big Bell Race. Show me your beautiful attract mode. I'm sure you got one. There it is. You haven't played this, but you did play Campella 1, and you were very bad at it. I managed to get through it, but carrying it is going to be something. I'm hoping that this is going to be the Cadence of Hyrule to Campanella 1's Crypt of the Necrodancer. There's a comparison that makes sense to me and probably nobody else. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care if it doesn't make sense to you. Too bad. No, pilot died, but he's alright. This gray ship's got a pretty good lead. You had great fun cherrying Campanella 1. Happy Frog. You haven't played either and you get it. Good. One day I hope to be able to make jokes that I refuse to explain and people just get them. And as you can see, I'm well on my way to accomplishing that. Are we about to get a full race out of this track mode? Orange taking it home. Smiley. Guess who holds the top 50 high scores? Ari and Crypt the Necrodancer? Is it perchance some person named Fusha? I don't know. Okay, is this going on until everyone wins? Or at least everyone completes all their laps? Holding us up, purple. Okay, yeah. I'm going to choose this person because I like the color of their UFO the most. Yo, look, it's a Quibble. And, a Moogle, apparently. It is. Excellent guesswork. Nice. Thank you, Bomb Disposal Squad. You're thinking you'd see Alpha somewhere, but guess not. Unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, my gameplay. Crashed my car when I could have not crashed my car. Me when I'm playing Onion Delivery. No, I got super slapped. No, I got super slapped twice. Man, I'm gonna lose the pilot. I'm not getting any of the items also. None of them are spawning by me. Finally. Was that the gift icon? Or am I insane? Anyway, this is how the scoring system works. 9 points for first, 7 for second, 5 for third, 3 for fourth, 2 for fifth, 1 for sixth. Alright. Smiley face. Yeah, that's all of us. Nicely done. Thank you. But can I continue this? Trying to take a shortcut when you haven't even, like, when you've played Campanella 1 once. Probably not the best move. Get out. Landmines go. Instead of trying to take shortcuts, just rely on your superior game skill. Losers are only smiling on the surface. The eternal suffering of scoring 1 point in the first race. Nobody wants to be that guy. No, don't hit me with Big Slappy. Okay, honestly, hitting me with Big Slappy actually got me to, like, the goal line faster. Pilot died again. Oh my goodness, he threaded the needle. He took the shortcut. He's good. Nice move. Thank you. GG. We still got 6 more races to go, though. 3 and 4 swap. One display steal. Thanks. I remember this course not being the best tourist. It's kind of like no shortcuts, not many corners to get, so it eventually just sort of becomes, okay, can you get the lead? Okay, can you hold the lead? Me when I'm playing the Fire Stingray in F-099. Don't you dare. Tactical slowdown so that I don't get slapped into a wall. Thank you, Bomb Disposal Squad. Victory. Damn, 2 of them just died to landmines. Fourth and 6, swapping around. I know that you can like do some checkpoint manipuri on this track, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to play quote-unquote the intended way. This sucks. Just once I would like to be allowed to have a crumb of power up. Yeah, like this. Fortunately, we're currently losing hard to yellow. Clearly, I need to learn the cheap ultra shortcut. Yo, big slappy. Ha! Get big slappied. First try cherry imminent. Man, don't say that. You're gonna jinx it. However, that big slappy I got did come in clutch. Oh, if you die while you're in smiley face form, you just die forever. That's kind of sad. It's gonna happen. So far, it's only happened for Waldorf. Actually, that's a lie. I'm sure that... I know Velgris wasn't. Guaranteed. We'll find out. We're halfway there. 3, 2, 1. I find it hard to tell if I'm actually hitting the enemy with like the items, like the fire in particular. Like Big Slappy, it's kind of obvious in landmines too, but the rest, it doesn't seem quite so clear-cut. Isabel, I'm gonna need you to stop that. $45. I think this course might also have a short, like ultra shortcut, but like I've already made my opinion clear. Also, like nobody plays to this course in bingo, so I have no clue where it would be triggered if so. Get baited, idiot. Give me the big slappy. It's the Barbuda eggs in the previous level. Thorson Petter was hungry. Coffee and eggs are full. They're full? They're fuel. They're full too if you're bad at games. No, I knocked her into the big slappy. I want the big slappy. Big slappy's fun. And it's also a lot less threatening when, you know, the enemy doesn't have it. Wonder why that is. Victory. How's the placement looking? Very checkerboarded. People are going up and down and all around. Me when I'm on speed highway. Oh, yeah, it's the level from the demo. Well, I'm not going in there with everybody slashing me around. Alright, health back. Pilot. Bro just gave up. It's like, I'm already getting lapped. Man, Man, man. Paolo's not paying attention. He was the opposite of locked in. He was in zonked state. He was unlocked out. Don't you dare. $63. Number 8. I have no clue if this course has shortcuts. Nobody's ever here in Bingo. Ever, ever. Yo, thanks for the slant forward. And what I'm getting out of this is that maybe I would like Campanella one more if I was allowed to use a cyan ship instead of a red one. Look how pretty this ship is. Killed Pilot again in this race. Well, this race. I've killed him again in this tourney. Big Slappy. Pilot died again. This time with no help for me. For a second there, I was 2 laps ahead. Well, that's 8 out of 8, isn't it? That's 1 gold trophy for me. It was the first right here. You would become the most celebrated racer in the universe. Wow! #1 best UFO racer fan. Well, Fuchsia wasn't kidding. It was, in fact, first right here. Director Thorsten Petter. Oh, hey, I was joking about Thorsten Petter. Programmed by Chief on Bola. Graphics by Thorsten Petter. Well, that explains the eggs. And Shane North. Course designed by Gregory Milk. Sound by Thorsten Petter. Presented by LX Systems. All rights reserved. The end. Surprised there's a The End card for a silly little racing game. So what was my gift? Oh, 20 cherry disc achievement. To give a gift, win first place in at least 1 race. Gave Butterfly. There it is. Are there any other gifts I've gotten that I forgot? I don't think so. Yeah, like none of these are new. I think it's funny how all the characters in UFO 50 have names that sound kind of like the American names in Fighting Baseball. Man, I have the Fighting Baseball nickname spreadsheet bookmarked. Let's see, does this link still work? It does. Shouts to Bobson Dugnut, that's the one that always comes to mind. You know what? Speaking of Thorsten Petter, let's play more silly cat game. Last time we got the boring, basic green egg. This time I would like to see if I can, well, get anywhere. Willie Dustus is one of your favorites. I still haven't even looked at, like, the full spreadsheet. You know. Oh my goodness, there's more? Yep. Fighting Baseball's roster is so massive. Yeah, what if I just turn around and go back? Nothing. Yeah, last time we took a warp. We took that warp and I'm pretty sure it didn't matter. Pretty sure we also took this warp and it didn't matter. Is this for Cherry? Yeah, I've got the basic boring baby blue egg. And I'm currently trying to figure out where I can possibly find more eggs. You love this? I love it too. Yeah, because when you get to the end of the mushroom zone, it just takes you to... Remember to jump over highlighted skulls? Oh yeah, I learned that one from Bingo. But thank you for the reminder. Goodbye. Because this just takes me here, and this just takes me to, like, the mountain. You didn't figure it out yet? Actually, you just know the basic guide? Yeah, that and flowers mean warps. Whoops. Now I feel like I'm just retreading the same ground I've been through, because this is basically the path I took when I was looking for more X last time. We all know how that went. Fortunately, the secrets are cool, but the way to get them are 100% the worst part of Mooncat. Yeah, it seems a bit something like that, yeah. I want to believe I can do this. Aww. Aww. Which of these games does not have you play as a cat? A. Black Sad Under the Skin. B. Legend of K. C. Strange Horticulture. D. Stray. Stray is the only one of these I know anything about. I know you do play as a cat in that one as opposed to not playing as a cat. Oh man. You figured out Barbuda? I'm still yet to play Barbuda. And yet I'm playing Thorsten's Petter's spiritual successor, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. Who do you think you are playing Mooncat before Barbuda? Which is like bad Steel Soul. Yeah, I found the warp in this screen. It took me nowhere exciting. I'll have to go over here. Well, with better gameplay, perhaps. I said better gameplay. It is easier to find secrets than this, you'll be surprised. Nice rod, pal. This is so sad. Me and my really cool ledge. Yeah, that spawns all that. Don't you just, like, walk to the right here or something? Yeah, I remember that one from Bingo. Yeah, now we're in underwater purgatory. Go left, my creature. Go right, my creature. Before you ask, yes, I know about the warp that's in that alcove up and to the left of where I just died. However, I'm going to choose to ignore it because I've never actually seen where, like, the quote-unquote normal way out of here goes. This game's vibes remind you of Long Live the X. Never heard of it. Splash. Yeah, I've never seen this enemy in my life. Am I allowed to defeat you? Yes. I'm glad that these things you're throwing are... They don't have, like, lingering ground hitboxes. Oof. I was kind of thinking I could make that jump. But it's okay, I know how to moon my cat. We can make it back there in no time. And even if we don't, we're listening to Forest Day, which is one of the best songs in the entirety of UFO 50, so it really doesn't matter. Watch this. Aww. I tried to do a slide input into an air jump. It was going to be so cool. I was going to look like a professional. I can't wait for this warp to also just put me back on the main path like all of the ones that have taken me back to Forest have done. For once, it's not hyperbole to say many such instances. Yeah, like that. There we go. It does. Deja vu. I've been in this place before. Fine, I'll stop ignoring the silly warp. Hope you enjoyed me pausing the frame I died. We love comedic timing. Have you ever played it? I've never heard of Long Live the Axe. I have no clue what it even is. In my life. We are once again not unlocking Luigi because that platform has no collision. It's a Metroidvania by Ouch, but it's really weird. Never heard of them either. Bro's just making people up. They're cool game dev. Inner games are good but weird. Kind of psychedelic experiences. If that's the case, then I can see why Mooncat would be a point of comparison. Played Water's Fine on Stream, which is another game she made. Also never heard of that. I sure hope those lips are going to respawn. It's really good. You think I'd like it? It's probably her most quote-unquote normal game in terms of being able to make out what it's about. Dear Hopping Skeleton, I implore you to come over here. This sucks, man. Okay, I wasn't sure if that worked on enemies besides those cones. I was still holding the X button. Barf at me, I dare you. There we go. There we go. I was expecting that shot to move faster than it was. Anyway, hey, remember what I said about going back to that warp in the water hole? I lied. We're going over here instead to fight, Wizard. To fight Shadow Wizard Money Gang. And that shot moved faster than I was expecting it to. These are semi-solid, so I can't deal with these traffic cones by ground pounding. Whoops. We love casting spells. Being up here is a small price to pay for not having to deal with Shadow Wizard Money Gang spells. You know what this is? This is fighting Notori. Alternates high shots, low shots. Except unlike Notori, it's actually just a cycle. You shoot over my head. Now I get to make this jump. Skirt. I assume this is a pool of water I want to go into. Worth. Yeah, it's not even a bottomless pit, it's just that Mooncat explodes when it touches the bottom. Lots of saw blades going on here. If there's one thing Super Mario World has taught me, it's how to manage swim controls where you can just stop going up and instead just maintain your altitude. This place I've been before. It most certainly is not. Yeah, glad you learned that too. Man, I miss Super Mario World swimming controls. They're not in, like, anything else. Not even Mario Maker 2 Mario World. Or Mario Maker 1 Mario World, for that matter. No, the automatic slide that happens if you, do the air dash. It got me killed. Actually, do you still do that if you, like, do the mid-air cancel? Because you can, like, do the slide into a mid-air cancel, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it doesn't seem like you can do the slide and then do the cancel. Oh, it works differently in Mario Maker? Yeah, and in original Mario World, like, if you hold down while you press the swim button, you basically gain no height, which allows you to actually, like, swim more precisely, and that just hasn't returned in, like, any Mario game, ever. At best, they give you the thing where if you hold the jump button, then you'll, like, fall slightly slower, but that's not the same. That's not the same. Oh, you didn't know that? Then you'll probably also be shocked when I tell you that if you hold up while you're swimming in Mario World, you can swim and get much more height than you usually get. That is a flower. A flower implies a warp. Do I want a warp, or do I want to continue exploring this hellish eyeball dimension? I'm gonna go with continue exploring this hellish eyeball dimension. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna go anywhere. I cannot believe I'm alive. Okay, so far all warps that have been pre-revealed have just taken me back to the main path that sucks and I don't want to be on it ever, so I have a feeling this is going to be no different. Thorson Petter, I'm going to bash in your kneecaps with a metal pipe. You're definitely gonna... Spinning with the cape makes you fall faster? I did not actually know that. Definitely gonna have to try that whenever you get around to playing Mario games on stream. By all means. Cooked chicken. It's a bit late for the cooked chicken. Our Rock on Island days are behind us. Our rocky days are behind us too, considering we just left that mountain. Okay, so moral of the story, don't trust Thorson Petter's pre-revealed warps. They're all lies, they're all there to troll you. You know, fine, I guess we're not going up there. It's throwing me off when I do the air cancel, because that's like the same sound they use when you have to pay somebody in a party house. They call him the fastest Mooncat in the West. I meant to jump left. Boink. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, this time, instead of ignoring the warp hole that I'm already completely consciously aware of, we're going to actually acknowledge its existence. We're going to also stumble over our words and slur a bit and sound like we're not completely there. We're also going to do the funny speedrun strat where we bonk off the spikes into the portal. Is this the one where you fight the evil demon bunny? It sure is. Nice move. How will anyone ever know what this says? It's in the name, friend. Well, if the name is lying, why would it do that? This is where we get the best ending, right? Yeah, we get the red barbuda egg, and it's got barley on it. From within the egg, a praying mantis rears its head, claws glimmering in the freshly cast moonlight. Once it was known as Marlia, the sage. And I'm pretty sure we know where the other egg is. Is that what I was looking for? It is. That's a red egg. A red egg is not an egg we had before. Before we only had boring baby. You played the normal route straight to the end and didn't find any of the secrets. Green, bluish, minty colored egg. The one that's full of nothing but slime and miasma. Could there be another? There is, and we just found it, and it had a praying mantis in it. Well done finding what you were looking for. We're not done yet. There's still more. And we have a vague idea where it is this time. It's probably somewhere in the eyeball hellscape. So how do we get to the eyeball hellscape again? I'm pretty sure we took the warp that's on this room, and then we just sort of used our brain. Hope the praying mantis was tasty. What does a mooncat eat? Many have never asked this question. Scales. Mad variety. Very nearly walked off the edge there. Okay, yeah, this is how we get to. We gotta get up there by bouncing off the silly lips. Spit at me, I dare you. And we go in there. And that takes us to Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Thought that shot was going to go lower, I forgot. Shadow Wizard Money Gang's pattern. Don't do the exact same thing you just did. Work smarter, not harder. Splash. Now we're back in Saw Blade Heaven. And now we're back in Eyeball Purgatory. Heck. Boink. So if the warp tank rule is anything to go by, presumably the warp is on the same screen as where the flower actually is. Which means that now we have some looking to do. Obligatory. This is so sad. I thought that was a shoo-in. Actually, I have a brilliant plan. Yeah, that's what I thought. I am a puzzle master. Where the hell am I? Good question. Oh, there's a door. What if I ignored and leave? Nothing. Also, frog. Never seen this place in my life. Get baited, idiots. Nice move. Yeah, I learned that from fooling around last time I played this. I assume referring to ground pound to knock the evil demon spider robots down. How do you know they're evil? Well, they're trying to kill me, so that makes them evil to me, specifically. But then jumping out of the way when they try swarming you. He's just built different. Holy shit, it's Evil Demon Ghost Plague Knight. You got out of bed? And we're almost there. We're almost done with Mooncat for realsies this time. One of these days you'll actually fall asleep. Alright, you hold on. Yeah, we're almost there. Am I allowed to... Okay, I am allowed to neutral bounce on mushrooms. Okay, we're doing a little cheesing. Ouchie. Oof, close. And throw it, Professor Oak. You were close. All skill. Golden egg. Cherry disc. A sword and shield befitting a gallant knight. It looks to have corroded a fair bit. Now it's good for naught. And that's one clean burning Mooncat. Okay, now you can go to bed. Yippee. Nice. I believe that you have a bit of delay, PJ. May want to get that checked out. Watching stream. And the Kirby dance. Right. What's good in the neighborhood? I think Lords of Diskonia is good in the neighborhood. I know that this has a lot of campaigns we can play, so it should in theory be kind of shortish. 1 to 2p strategy. War has come to the land of discs, and the red and blue armies are on a collision course. Battle screen. X to launch disc, square to camera mode. Map screen. X to confirm, square to return home. Diskonia is what stopped you from trying to get all cherries. Don't you have to do like a streak in this too, like you do in Party House? August 1988. In creating the design, director Casey Levin was inspired by Carom, a tabletop game from India. Carom being a game I only know from Clubhouse Games, 51 World Black Classics. Camouflage is there if you hate yourself. Honestly, I'm saving Camouflage because I thought I would like it. That's why I did Block Koala first, so that I could have a different puzzle game afterward. Lords of Diskonia. Show me your beautiful attract mode that I'm sure you have. There it is. Spider poisoning everyone, thereby meaning that they'll die in a single hit. But Spider deals no damage, so it can't actually be the one to deal that hit. Sadly, Spider's now dead. Where's your Chief's unit now? Vampire heals off of enemy pain. Vampire mopping up the poison. Dragon accomplishing nothing. Okay, he's getting somewhere. Yeah, he's gonna use his ability now. Red Dragon now going for nothing is what he's going for. Look at this loser. Good job, Ogre. Good job, Priest. Silly Red Dragons. Dragons can't swim. Nobody can in this game. Except for Fishman. You see? There goes the vampire. Guess he's now one of the type of vampires that has wings. Boink. Oh, I'm going in, doing some damage. Ogre nearly drowning himself. But he's going to hold off. Bonk. You had developed an OP advanced Fishman Chief strat, but even it couldn't get you the cherry. Oh, no. The only Chief strat I know is that you can mess with CPUs when they use projectile attacks by holding free cam. Yeah, like see how this dragon's using fire, like you could mess with that by holding free cam. It basically causes them to like shoot at the trajectory they aimed at, but the projectile itself is fired from like where it spawned in at before they actually aimed it. It's jank. And it's jank that I learned thanks to being on the UFO 50 Discord. Are we about to do this whole battle? Is this going to be the attract mode that's longer than Party House? Well, the Bard's drowned. The Blue Dragon's drowned. Neither of them are capable of avoiding the water today. Oh, yo, red team has a second spider. In theory, not for long it doesn't. The fog approaches. Don't end your turn at it. Damn. He's doing some good bounces with that rat. Unfortunately, you're now at the mercy of a buffed cleric, which I think means that, yeah, you're toast. Legally, I don't think red team can win unless they, like, push everyone into water or into the fog with the spider. I was about to say, or if the blue team just completely drowns all their units. Which came dangerously close to happening. Look at this fool. Is he going to claw this back from the brink with a 1 HP spider? Blue's throwing? It's rigged? Yeah, it is. Like, couldn't he have just picked the cleric and killed the spider right there? Because aren't you only limited to, like, 3 discs? Like, you can pick, like, the last... You can pick a disc as long as it's not one of the last 3 you use, but if you only have 3, then you could pick any of them. You should have just been able to pick the cleric and kill the spider. But it looks like blue team won eventually. Blue just wanted to show off. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we got 10 scenarios. We got narrow pass to start off. Oh, I was expecting it to progress automatically. Your queen demands your help. Blue raiders are harassing a key mountain pass and must be dealt with. Prove yourself, and more important tasks await. Found a cache of 4 gold. We're rich, we're loaded. Hired ogre, hired champion. Oh wait, this is different. Were you thinking of a different game again, BJ? Defending a key mountain pass already sounds pretty important. It's key after all. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Let's be well balanced. You think you played 2 because your grid looked different? You might have just... I don't know. You played 2 by yourself? Question mark? A battle occurs. Okay, it's a pretty... It is a pass. It's very narrow. Well, my rat is behind everything. My champion is okay. Okay, so once you pick a disc, you're locked in, because there is no back button, there's only a free game button. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Surrounded. It's okay, we have 5,000 more units. Bonk. That's why we bought the rat. No! Oh wait, ogres can only move once. I was afraid he was gonna kill my rat. Teamwork, it makes the dream work. Alright, excellent 6 damage hit. No, my rat! No, my ogre! Everything's falling apart. That's exactly the sort of bounce I was hoping for. On Fortnite. Excellent. Unexcellent. I'd appreciate it greatly if you seized. Enjoying this 2 gold that I can't use. Ducking for cover. Well, there goes that guy. Fortunately for you, I deal 2 damage and you deal 1. And you have the perfect amount of health for me to kill you in 1 champion turn. He's going for the gold. Very important in this thing where he will not be allowed to spend any money. Bonk. Battle 1. Blue runs home to fetch reserves. Yeah, I hope I have reserves. Yeah, I kind of have nobody. GG. I don't think it's GG just yet. Okay, so perhaps I lied a bit. Perhaps there was still a use for money. It could buy a second champion, or it could buy a rat and an ogre. A battle occurs. Now, he's only got knights and 1 champion, so no ogre stuns this time. At least not on his part. Hello, you're over here for some reason. I'm already trying to get sick with it, and I'm only in the first scenario. My rat's life ends 2 seconds from now. Oh, actually, never mind. My rat is currently fine. I was hoping that would kind of push that out of the way, but it did not. Going for health or going for more damage? Going for lots of damage. Going for lots of damage. Hiding your ogre behind the tent. Well, I mean, it's working, apparently. Lil Bro's going for heals. Lil Bro's going for more heals. Oofta. I'm also going for heals. I'm also Lil Bro. Bank your shot off that ceiling, coward. Nope, he's just gonna whiff. We still got 2 knights over there that are very burly and quite powerful. What if I just end your existence? He's going for my rat. Right, Jam. Yes, that's exactly the sort of bounce I wanted to get. Healing on my rat, very important. Honestly, it is kind of important considering how much damn health this knight has. Yo, excellent 6 damage hit. Motherfucking life ends 2 seconds from now. Victory. There goes all that health. Blue retreats to home base. hiring more champions. Oh, he's hiring a single champion. Approach me. A battle occurs. Okay, so it's just like this one champion, right? Yeah, we're on a 1 out of 3. But he's also actually dealing some kind of insane damage. He just hit everyone in one turn. Get stunned, idiot. My rat! Your rat. Shorp. Victory in this engagement. Blue retreats to their home base. Surely you have no more units. Blue has no discs and must surrender. You won the scenario. Get him out of here. Alright. East Valley. What do we got here? You must drive the blue army out of the East Valley. We will give you some elite archers to assist you. Manage your crystal ammo carefully. Okay, what do we got on this scroll? Well, you just free that Sam, start battle for 3 more crystals, or select from 2 more discs during battle. That's kind of a huge one. Call me a natural born leader. Rat, archer, archer, knight. He's going for broke. Melee 1, range 3. 3 damage arrows. We're going for bank. Archer, rat strat. And 1 knight. Actually 2. Approach me. No, he's going for gold instead like a coward. Now approach me. So just how elite are these archers? Alright, so it's 8 on 8. Large epic battle. Itty bitty living space. Okay, so we've only got 2 crystal ammo, which is kinda sad. It is, in fact, 3 damage arrows. That's kind of insano mode. Instantly retreating for health. Classic. Time to go for a really stupid bank shot. He nails it. Bro went to all that effort to heal that knight, and for what? He's using his 3 damage to get back the arrows he spent to get 3 damage. Fortunately, we're out of crystals, which I think means it's ratting time. Huge, huge turn. Ultra ratting. The rat's flattening. We didn't actually get any of those crystals because we were just hitting the enemy in the crystals, it seems, which is unfortunate. Yes, I could go and get the crystals that are behind me, but I feel like the best defense is murdering everything. Although now that guy's really far away from me, so now I kind of want to go and get him. Delicious. And nutritious. Bonk. Surely you kill this archer. Yes. Unfortunate. I was kind of hoping I could bank the arrow off myself and hit him again with it. Surely that's possible. Now he's going to snipe my army. Yep, there goes another one of my archers. Unfortunate. He could be managing his army better. Leaving that idiot buried in the sand. Me when I'm Garfield and hanging out with Odie at the beach. Five discs over here and you hit a whopping 0 of them. He's going for the kill on that one. Am I right? I feel like he could have found a more productive use for that arrow if I'm being quite honest. Like spending a 3 damage attack on like a 1 health rat, like, surely. Get sanded, idiot. The fog approaches. How many foes do we have remaining? Is it just the knight? No, there's still a rat down there too. The fog approaches. Don't end your turn in it. Many are saying this. Let's go, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Although I wasn't expecting to hit the archer with it. No! He's making my teamwork work against me. Oh, he banked off himself because of sand. Unhinged gameplay. Seize. Get some actual units out on approach. He's definitely going to drink this potion. Ultra healthy rat. Exactly what I was hoping for. Can't make lightning strike twice though. You can do that, just on a whim. Get me out. Bank shot. He's definitely got to go over here and steal this gold. This greedy asshole. More archers. More rats. Fight me. Who do we have? Yeah, both our archers on call. Well, I say both, but there's a third one that we have no access to yet. The knight has approached. He's beating up my rats. Let me show him what rats can do. Rats can somehow kill him in one turn is what they can do. Nice shot. Thank you. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to be rid of him so quickly. Tasty. This knight's one hit. He's making his way in. Can I send you after my other units? Unfortunately, no. However, with this arrow, I might. Oh, he's one hit. That's better than the, like, 4 hits he was earlier. He's decided to make his escape and go after the singular rat. No more 2 damage for you. You love to see it. Well, I have a crystal, like, right on my path. This man's still got 6 crystals and nothing to spend them on. He's going for a nice hearty beverage. The fog approaches. Don't mind you turning it. Fortunately, I am out of ammo for my arrows. Well, that was horrendous. Do something about that archer, I dare you. Yep. He's doing his best to try and end his turn in the fog, it would appear. Boink. No, my rat. Should have aimed it a little bit higher, but hindsight's 20/20. Kinda hoping I could bounce him into the archer, but it would appear not. Surprisingly, he does not seem to be interested in the 1 health archer. Okay, yeah, that fountain did break. He's going for this knight. Let's kill him with a silly bounce. Unfortunately, this guy took all the money in the divorce, so I don't think that... I'm not sure how good we'll be able to restock ourselves. Oh, look at that, 9 gold. What's a man to do? Yeah, I got 1 gold and a dream. Oh, he has an ogre and 1 archer. You don't have enough gold. Why are you running? Fight me. Me when I'm Meta Knight in Super Smash Bros. Tasty. Nah. Hey, loser, get your shot manipulated. Loser. Congratulations on spending 1 arrow to get 1 arrow. So proud of you. Approach me. Sustainable war economy. Yeah. Am I legally allowed to hit this? No. Firing 1 arrow to get 1 arrow. It's okay, this guy has no means of hitting me. You simply don't have an angle. Explode. You win the battle. Blue has no discs and must surrender. You won the scenario. Nice. Alright. I obviously didn't plan on doing all the scenarios in one sitting. I wanted to get him started. 47 hours in counting. I'm going to call it. Let's see who exists and is rateable. Let's see. Alright, I think I'm going to do some raiding into some Ratchet and Clank, as I am known to do. Goodbye. Goodbye to you too, Fuchsia. Gonna raid some Fierce Arm. Just doing some Ratchet and Clank on Commando speedrunning. Thanks all for being here. For the chats. For the chilling out. For the hanging out. This is probably gonna be last stream of the year. It's like, I don't really have any plans to like stream on New Year's or anything. But thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all next time I stream, which is probably going to be in 2026. Peace.